Consider the diagram below. We want to find the gradient of line 1 and line 2. So just going to zoom up so that we can do this. So for line 1, let's choose a nice convenient point, a grid point like this here. And let's go across a bit from there. So let's say maybe go across 3, like so. Then how far do we need to go up to get back to the line? So I went across by 3, and I've gone up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that tells me that the gradient for line 1 is 9 divided by 3, which of course is 3. Now let's do the same sort of thing for line 2. I've got a nice convenient grid point just here. And let's go across this far because we've got another convenient grid point just there. So how far have I gone across? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 across and I've gone 3 down. So the gradient for line 2 is -3 divided by 9, which is -1/3. Let's just zoom us back down. And it says, state with a reason whether the lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Now, they are perpendicular. And the reason I would give is that if we multiply the gradients, we get -1. Now the next thing is to state the coordinates of points A and B. So let's just clear everything off the graph. And we'll zoom up again. And I can see that A is at -9, 7. So A is -9, 7. And what about B? So B is here, and that is at 3, 8. So B is the point 3, 8. State the distance between the points A and B. So that distance would be, now remember the distance formula. We've got the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So here that's going to give us 3 take away -9 squared plus 8 take away 7 squared. So that is the square root of 12 squared plus 1 squared, which is the square root of 145. No real need to give that as a calculator answer. But if you do, it's the square root of 145, which is 12.04. Now finally, what are we asked to do? Find the equation of the line parallel to the line with the positive gradient. That was the line 1, which had a gradient of 3, that goes through the midpoint of AB. So the first thing I'm going to want is the midpoint of AB. So here's A and B. So what do we want to do? We want to add the x coordinates and divide by 2, and add the y coordinates and divide by 2. So that is -6/2, so that's -3, and 15/2. Now, we know that line 1 from earlier in the question had a gradient of 3. So if it's parallel, it's going to have the same gradient. So we're going to have y is equal to 3x plus some constant. Now we can use the points to find that constant. So y is 15/2, x is -3. So therefore 3 times negative 3 is negative 9 plus c, which gives us that c is 15 over 2 plus 9, which is 15 over 2, of course you've got a calculator anyway, plus 18 over 2, which is 33 over 2. So our line is y equals 3x plus 33 over 2.